Before 1983, the country was called Upper Volta, a name from its French colonial past, symbolizing poverty and foreign control. Most people struggled daily, living in rural villages without clean water, healthcare, or schools. Decades of coups and corruption left the nation paralyzed, its leaders serving themselves or foreign interests. The people yearned for a leader who would put them first and break the cycle of despair. Thomas Sankara was born into this world of neglect, but he saw potential where others saw only hardship. He dreamed of a proud, self-sufficient nation where every citizen could thrive. For Sankara, true change meant restoring dignity and hope to his people. In 1984, a year after the revolution, Sankara renamed the country Burkina Faso, Land of Upright People. The new name was a bold promise. The era of corruption and dependency was over. It called on every Burkinabe to stand tall and build a future defined by integrity and ambition. This was more than a name change, it was a declaration of a new beginning. The world watched as a nation tried to reinvent itself, and for the first time hope began to take root. Thomas Sankara was no ordinary officer. He was a thinker, a revolutionary, and a man of the people. Growing up under oppression, he joined the army but dreamed of justice and liberation. Inspired by revolutionary ideas, he became a powerful speaker, connecting with ordinary people and living simply. His fight against corruption made him a hero, but also a threat to the old order. After being placed under house arrest, public protests erupted, and the country teetered on the edge of change. On August 4, 1983, a popular coup brought Sankara to power at just 33. He declared a revolution, not just a change in leadership. The National Council for the Revolution was formed to guide the transformation. Sankara's electrifying speeches promised to invent the future and fight poverty, disease, and ignorance. For Burkina Faso, it was the dawn of a new era. Sankara launched one of Africa's most ambitious social transformations. He targeted corruption, slashing government salaries and banning privileges for officials. Popular tribunals held corrupt leaders accountable, signaling a new era of public service. Sankara's health campaign vaccinated millions of children in weeks, earning global praise. Rural clinics and wells brought healthcare and clean water to the forgotten. He championed women's rights, banning forced marriage and female genital mutilation, and promoting women in government and the military. Sankara urged men to share domestic burdens, challenging deep-rooted gender roles. He rejected foreign aid, pushing for self-sufficiency and local production. Public works, roads, railways, reservoirs were built by the people, for the people. A massive reforestation effort fought desertification. Sankara's message was clear: Burkina Faso would shape its own destiny. The revolution was bold, fast, and deeply personal for every citizen. For a moment, the impossible seemed within reach. Sankara's revolution made powerful enemies at home and abroad. The old elite, traditional chiefs and business interests resented his reforms. Even within his movement, some felt alienated by his uncompromising style and rapid pace. Internal divisions and ideological disputes began to fracture the government. Internationally, Sankara's anti-imperialist stance alarmed Western powers, especially France. His calls for African nations to reject foreign debt threatened the global order. Neighboring regimes and foreign interests quietly supported opposition groups. The revolution faced growing isolation and tension. Forces inside and outside the country conspired to restore the old order. The dream of a new Burkina Faso was under siege. On October 15, 1987, Sankara was assassinated in a coup led by his closest ally, Blaise Compaoré. The revolution ended abruptly, and its reforms were quickly dismantled. Foreign aid returned, and the old ways crept back in. For many, it felt like a betrayal of the dream. Yet Sankara's legacy only grew stronger. He became a symbol of integrity, courage, and hope for Africa and the world. His ideas on self-reliance, women's rights, and anti-imperialism remain relevant today. Sankara's speeches inspire new generations demanding justice and change. He showed that even the poorest nation could chart its own path. The Burkina Faso revolution proved that bold leadership could empower a people. Though his life was cut short, the spark Sankara lit continues to burn. His vision endures, a call to invent a better future for Africa and beyond.